Fire signs now. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, your vibes for the week ahead. Two cards flipped over for you, okay? And I was only going to give you one, and they're like, no, both are for you guys, okay? So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you got the Page of Swords along with the Three of Pentacles. So this could be a combination of energies here for the fire signs, or it could be one, the other, or both. So please just take it as it resonates for the week ahead. The Ace of Swords is about new ideas, new inspirations, epiphanies happening. This person has, seen the light, found the North Star, has decided which direction they're moving in, and they're onward and upward from there, okay? So this page might also be new, youthful energy coming in, learning something new a little bit. However, I feel like this might be more declarations and leading people in new positive directions, or the want or the yearning to do that for the fire signs here. Now, the Three of Pentacles is about working together with other people to collaborate and create something together, or compromise, at least in a healthy way. Okay, because three heads are better than one in a lot of different ways. So I can see how fire signs might be taking the lead here, or wanting to, during some kind of collaboration or project, some kind of craft that you're working together. This could be at work or at home, okay, with your folks at home, with your friends, or at work. This is you deciding what direction everyone's going to go into, or seeing things in a bit of a different way than others. So I want to say to you, like, it is okay to think differently than other people. That is a valuable asset to the total group, okay, fire sign. So make sure that you are speaking up and at least, exploring these different new ideas that you might have. But they might not even be new. These might just be emerging within you, and you never really say it, and now's the time to say it, okay? Now's the time to interject yourself into the equation so that you can have a fair share and a fair part of what is going on. I feel there might be a bit of a hesitancy here, fire signs, with the what's going on. You've got the Four of Water, distraction, self-absorption, and discontentment. So I kind of feel how the remedy for this here is to step in and take that lead, or speak up and communicate, interject your opinions, and sway the group or the room in whatever ways you're feeling it's lacking, okay? Instead of sitting in, well, boy, this sucks because we're not doing anything right and no one's even, doing it right and whatever. I'm sitting in the energy of the problem here, instead of there is a solution to be found, and I could even kind of lead everyone in that direction, or speak the words that opens people's eyes to being more healthy and cohesive here. So I can feel how the fire signs could potentially be very overwhelmed with this and want to bow out and be like, not my problem. I don't care. I can't change this. Things are the way they are. These people are hard-headed, or whatever this could be. And that encourages more of the same. Okay. So Spirit is really saying here to the fire signs, like, if you see it, say it. If you notice it, it is your thing to address in your life. And if you're that unhappy, then how else are you going to change things so that you are more happy? It's a choice to sit in discontented energy, fire sign. And I almost feel a poutiness here about it. Like, well, you know what? I just will. You know what? I will. I don't want no part of that. And I'm going to sit over here and be really mad about it. We can have that decision. We can make that choice if we want to. But who does it really benefit? And who does it really harm? So fire sign, making better decisions, healthier decisions for yourself to kind of influence things in a positive direction is what Spirit is saying. You might be just that voice, just that idea bringer, just that way shower who really moves things in another direction that previously might have been, obscured or not there for the group. All right. I feel like cohesion can be found, but it takes you kind of stepping in to a certain position or a certain light that you might not quite be comfortable with. Now, additional factor is the number 25, high honor. So 2 plus 5 adds to the number 7. 7 is the number of truth. So high honor, truth, wisdom. I feel here how fire sign, you might really be called to impart some knowledge, to even hold people accountable. Okay, so it might be a high honor to have authority, but it's also somewhat burdensome, because you have to hold people to a certain standard or have consequences when they don't follow through with the accountability necessary to be in that position, right? So I can feel here how some fire signs kind of want change but don't want to enforce it, or maybe don't come back to follow through with it, and that's how things are swept under the rug. Fire sign, I just want to say it's important that you take up your own space in the room and that you interject whatever it is that you feel will make things better for everyone involved. Okay, your ideas are valuable. However, it's not to say that they're always going to go with your ideas. This is about you sharing and you being, and everyone else picking up a little something from that and from you. It does take kind of a high standard here for you to branch out in this way. I feel something about righteousness. Okay, it's the right thing to do, even if it's scary or makes you feel weird or uncomfortable. Like the feeling of, this is the right thing for me to do. This is the right thing that is needed here. And if no one else is going to step up, I guess I will. That's what I feel for the fire signs. Making sure that if it's not you that has stepped up and is leading something, I almost feel for some, you may witness this happening. Oh no, my whole team is following along with this idea and I'm sure it's going to be a failure. Oh no, right? So then speaking up about that and not just sitting on your hands with this 4 of water here, like, well, oh well, I guess it's going to go poorly because I'm too afraid to speak up and say, maybe this isn't the greatest idea, guys. I really feel how that is an agreement. It's not necessarily to be a victim in the scenario, but it's not absolving you of any responsibility either, especially when you have this foresight and awareness. Spirit wants you to be able to say those things, to voice these things, to vocalize, to move things in healthier directions as you may see it in your life. I also feel here for some fire signs how you may not quite feel like you're living up to your own standards in some ways, or maybe you've bit off more than you can chew, or you have really big shoes to fill in some way. I can see here how you may be disappointed with your own ability to fill the shoes or the position or whatever the case may be. Spirit is saying here to educate yourself if you do feel somewhat ill-equipped in those areas, if that will help you to feel more confident. But the confidence will come as you move through these things and as you continue to speak up. You have not stepped into something that is too big for you. It's up to you to expand into the role that you have carved out for yourself. Aries, the card that you have is Destiny. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. And I love the dolphins and the water on this card here. So Aries, dolphins are very communicative and very intuitive and very smart and clever. I feel like this very social butterfly kind of people person kind of a vibe here from the dolphin, from this Destiny card here. Spirit wants me to say to you, if you know what you want to do with your life or your time, like having a goal or a vision, even a short-term goal, it will help you to kind of funnel down your energies into those areas that are in alignment so that you can manifest some tangible results here. And when you don't manifest long-term tangible results, Spirit is saying that it was somewhat of a sampling offering, okay? Kind of like I'm feeling the social butterfly. I get to experience all these little things, but the right things will stick around. The right things will land very deeply. I won't have to clutch them with both hands and beg them not to go. Okay, so Spirit is saying to Aries right now to align yourself with the person that you want to be in the near future and walk in that direction and lead yourself that way. That is the ticket for you at this time. Leo, the card that you have is Sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. So your sanctuary is whatever is that peaceful place for you, Leo. Okay, in your heart, within you, in your home, in your day. All right, you've got to create that space and plug into it regularly, especially when you've got some other stuff going on where maybe, we're not collaborating all on the same page here. We've got some squeaky wheels. Maybe things are not quite smooth. I'm not quite happy with what's going on. I feel like I've bit off more than I can chew here. And I'm not really sure if I'm the authority to handle all of this anymore, right? And Spirit is saying, we all feel like that from time to time, Leo. You've got to unplug from the places in which you feel these doubt and uncertainties. Don't take them and carry them with you through the rest of your day. That then brings you down in confidence in some of those other areas. And you don't have a lack of confidence in those areas, but it's bleeding over from this kind of stuff, okay? The insecurities you may notice are flaring up in other areas, Leo, because you're taking this into those other areas with you instead of leaving it where it should be, at work or with those people or in that part of your life. Okay, Spirit is calling you to unplug from everything at least once per day and let yourself relax into the peace and safety of your body, of the room, of your space, of your heart, whatever that is for you. Okay, it's necessary to just cleanse that energy, come back to your center and ground, and then re-emerge and attend to all of this from that place of high honor. That's why you have this going on, okay? Because you can handle it with that credibility, with that authority, and with the ease and the grace necessary to create and encourage sustainable cohesion, healing, camaraderie. There's a few different things. I'm with Leo here. So you know where this is in your life. It's all good things, but you have to pull in and tend to yourself regularly as if it's medicine from a doctor. Okay, 20, 30 minutes every day just for you to get out of the worries, out of the stresses, and into peaceful comfort, just because you deserve it. All right, Leo, that is going to replenish you. Sagittarius, the card that you have is dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. So dance is the card for Sagittarius. I love this. It shows like a frog dancing with a fairy there. That's kind of pretty. Green's like heart chakra. I feel also like nature colors there, getting out into nature. The dance as far as moving your body. I want to say to you this, Sagittarius here. Now, when we're trying to break through old patterns that we may have in connections with other people, I can see that with the high honor, like I'm attempting to break through some old patterns in connections. However, there may be agreements in all those different areas that kind of hold it into place. Okay. And you're somewhat dissatisfied with the way things are and you want the change. Okay. Spirit is calling you, Sag, that those kinds of heavy, dense energy patterns can settle into various parts of your body. And sometimes those are pain points that we experience when we just have those aches and pains and whatnot. And I am not a medical doctor of anything at all. And this is not a medical reading. However, Sagittarius, sometimes these disappointments can get trapped in our physical body. Okay. And Spirit is saying just some gentle moving and stretching of your body regularly as you need to. Put music on that you desire and just rock slowly if you're someone who has, that need or necessity of gentle stretches, gentle rocking, nothing uncomfortable. But if you're able to move, Sag, dance around and shake those things up. Okay, starting with the body to get it out of the systems and work it into your 3D physical connections. All right, that's what I have for Sag at this time. And that is what I have for the fire signs. Thank you, fire signs.